ESPN. A capacity crowd on hand tonight here at Bill Snyder Family Stadium, where the Army Black Knights come calling out of the American to tangle with the Kansas State Wildcats. Their first meeting since way back in 1987. I'm so glad you could join us. Excitement at an all-time high as week 2 continues. The opening kick, 44 yards this weekend. Early touch for Joe Jackson, the hero on the game-winning touchdown grab over North Dakota. And Caleb Fortner holds through the line, a loss of 1. To the incompletion. Johnson with plenty of time, surveys. Jackson stops short.
The strong safety for Army plays the game the way you want it played. And you can see he is a fiery, emotional individual.
The middle of the field is wide open. Johnson wants to throw it towards the end zone, breaking open and incomplete. The last second PBU by Caleb Fortner. Well, he read that one beautifully for the Black Knights.
That is pretty good.
3rd and 7, the quick snap to Hellums. Quick delivery again, high pass, brought in cleanly by Brady Anderson. So the second catch of his career. Big number 84 moves the chain.
And he had a fantastic catch just a week ago.
On 3rd down, Hellums. Post pattern and across the 5-yard line. It is grabbed. It'll be 1st and goal.
Look who it is. Noah Short.
An all-or-nothing play on 4th and goal. Hellums retreats. Wide open in the end zone. And it's corralled for the touchdown. Mr. Brady Anderson.
That is a big-time gamble on the part of Army and head coach Jeff Monken, and a big-time throw and catch by Hellums and Anderson. I may want to get him out on the perimeter and have him throw it a little bit more.
Late toss and a trick play, wide open. They've got him in. Anderson had to wait for it into K-State territory. Noah Short with a brilliant delivery. It got there. It took some time, and Army will take it. 4th and 3, Hellums to Hayden Reed to the edge, and he'll move the chains. Hellums waiting for an open receiver, now takes off near the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown Army.
After further review, the runner was down short of the goal line, but he did make the line to gain. It will be 1st down from the 1/2-yard line.
Was not 4th and goal. That is important to note there. The 1st down easily achieved by Cale Hellums. Carson Smith in the backfield. Hellums under center. Over the left side of the line, and he's across. In for the touchdown. And Army an extra point away from grabbing its first lead of this game.
You're just going to see it open up right in about the B gap in between the guard and tackle. Austin Romaine takes a hard inside charge, and Hellums is able to sneak in right beside him, just kind of.
3 of 4 on 4th down. And now it's Hellums. Quarterback follow. That's enough for the first and a lot more. Hellums into K-State territory. Stopped by Quay Moss. And a massive gain on 4th and 2. Give him 16.
Just look at that.
Hellums hasn't thrown a pass in the second half. That continues. Quarterback draw. 1st down Army. And across the 40-yard line, Cale Hellums growing up right before our eyes, and had a great block from Carson Smith.
They have respected his ability to pass. Just watch the linebackers bail when he takes the pass drop. They're bailing like they would on a normal drop-back offense.
Rear long is 40, 2 for 4 last week. A lot happened at the end of that game in the upset loss to Tarleton State. And a 35-yard attempt inside that left hash, and Dawson Jones powers that one through. The lead down to 4, 10:46 remaining. And Army has been a different team since the first quarter. Squib kick, that's right off the up back, and the Black Knights are on top of it. Cole Seawright able to recover what turns out to be a makeshift onside kick, Lewis.
And you're just going to see it. It goes right here. A line drive shot. And as you're retreating from that front line, I mean, that's almost impossible to get out of the way of that. You're the biggest fourth down of the game.
Hellums will buy some time to the edge. Has to go, and he gets there. Was walloped at the 45. Justice Clemens drifted backwards after contact, and that'll move the chains. Lewis, it feels like we've lived in fourth down this entire game.
Yeah. I mean, it's just such a mental grind. Kansas State's got to find a way, because this offensive line is getting moving at the point of attack, and the quarterback is a problem.
22 players in the box. Hellums will be shoved ahead, and he's got enough for the first down. Army knocking on the front door of the red zone. 4.5 minutes to go, and a conversion on 4th and short.
And just look at the offensive line. Look at how they get low and just kind of wedge and dig the Kansas State defensive line out of there.
Matt Berry, we cannot wait. Back in Manhattan, 3rd down. Hellums has a pass into the end zone. The Black Knights back in front, 2:52 to go.
Just look at the blocking at the point of attack right here. You're going to see body on a body and people getting moved. There you see the block, in particular by Carson Smith. And quarterback Cale Hellums just doing his Bryson Daly impersonation and just taking this game over in his first career start. Here you look at it again. Pads down, rolling your hips on contact, running your feet. And the quarterback just using his natural instinct to find his way into the end zone.
Time of possession.
Just look at this.
In favor of Army.
And look at that. Kansas State only has 4 plays run.
Empty backfield for the junior quarterback. With time, finds another stroke, and the ball's popped out late. It was Madison again.
I think that's the toughest thing to defend in cover 2, which is what they're running. This sail route, you just got to drive hard on it downhill. Avery Johnson again puts it on a rope. Perfect throw, perfect hit. For Colin Madison, that is 2 just textbook plays. Jace Brown, I mean, it was put right on him.
In week 2, game 2 for K-State last week. Time for Johnson, perhaps too much time. Sails it incomplete. Heavy pressure, Madison involved again. He has been everywhere on this drive for the Army defense. Team that was one of the projected favorites in the Big 12 already, with 1 loss this season. Into the hands of Iowa State, a close win, a comeback victory last week over North Dakota. Intercepted! And the Black Knights, Colin Madison! And a smart decision to get down to the turf. Madison featured on that drive for Army.
What more can you say about Colin Madison? Maybe the football series of plays of his life. Big play after big play after big play. Just watching right here, starting from a high alignment, walking down in the coverage, keeping his eye on the quarterback, breaking on the football, and then having the ability with one hand to snag that ball out of the air. Pressure coming up the middle on Avery.
After a game like this, Hellums straight up the field. And let's see when they start the play clock, and that should do it. Trailing 13-0, going for it on 4th and goal at the very end of the first half. The Black Knights come all the way back with a brand new quarterback leading the charge for head coach Jeff Monken.
And just look at that. He said that wins feel like relief. Does he look relieved? Does he look as ticked off as he was yesterday? I mean, it's an incredible story.